let's go in there and not really talk about it, and just kind of try to get the same kind of, as if this was a live performance of it. So let's read through it, and then we'll try to do a take. I write generally on the piano, as that's one of my other instruments that I perform on pretty regularly. The beautiful thing about the piano is that you can hear harmony and melody at the same time. You can accompany yourself. You can almost kind of become your own band. The vibes, definitely more of a lead instrument. I still have the ability to do harmony, but not quite as an extent of a range. So the piano definitely lends itself to the composition. That would be the way the chart was actually written, with the 3 times. So the first time... And you can elaborate on that?
Okay, good. So I don't play those exactly.
No.
You want them long, not short.
This is Chardo, L on the stando kind of thing. So I've always shied away from using too much technology too quickly. When I'm sitting at the piano, I'm there with a piece of staff paper and and with a pencil, and that is the first step. Because it's in my opinion, the most immediate and the least frustrating. Because as soon as you start involving something that, like a computer or an iPad or something where you're using an interface to manipulate...
You're locking things in.
Yeah, you're locking things in. I was trying to remember why I had it 3 times, and that's why. Because the first 2 times through that groove is kind of that openness, and then the groove comes in the second time through, and then...
So the first time is just piano, or is
No, it's everybody. It's just kind of open.
Okay.
There's something really beautiful about sitting at a piano, a piece of staff paper, and a pencil. There's a purity to it that it eliminates all the other distractions. Can we try that one more time? 1, 2, and Greg, same kind of thing. And then the third time through into the pocket, right? Yeah, dog.
The D word? Really?
All right, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
I think 2 is good. I think it starts off a little too energetic.
Yeah.
I think a little more subtlety would be nice.
Yeah, because that the way we just did that makes me want to go. It makes me want to blow over the intro, and
So
I'm
just more subtle.
Yeah, a little more subtle on the intro.
And if we make sure that at bar 8 we kind of come down.
Yeah, correct. You can have stuff printed on computer paper all day long, but all it takes is, you know what, guys, put 2 bars here and add this, repeat this section here. There's nothing else. I mean, there's no computer that's going to be useful in that situation other than as simple as taking a pencil and writing it in. You know?
Wait, let me get my computer and make this change.
Really?
Have we become that stupid?
Yeah, I think it should just be 2 times. I think it should be no repeats, and it should just be that groove and then go right into the tune. Yeah, Christian's going to change it all up now. I have to go back and do this on the computer. I'll get Haristo to do it.
I remember I was doing some charts for a friend of mine, and I said her, because my computer just acted up, and I said, you know what? I can't finish the work because my computer crashed.
Right.
But wait a minute, when did I stop becoming a musician?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sailing Serenity is an original composition of mine that was inspired by actually traveling down the Indian River in my hometown, Brevard County, Florida, Merritt Island. And I was out on a beautiful sailboat that carried the name Sailing Serenity. And I've always been the type of, from a compositional standpoint, I've always been a musician who seems to be inspired by things happening around me, whether it's an experience, an emotion, or a physical place. Really seems to call to me as far as where I get some of my compositional inspiration. And so I remember going on that ride and experiencing that, and then coming home and sitting at the piano and trying to look out at the water and trying to capture that kind of that feel of what it was like to be out on the river.
Tools are other guys with their own tools and with their own ideas. I probably don't write as much as Christian Eric. When I do, it's always a skeleton, and I'm thinking this skeleton might be able to have some flesh on it. Let's take it in and see what some wild cards do with it.
I compose away from the piano. I never sit at the piano to compose, because for me, I guess in my own mind, I don't want it to limit or influence what I'm actually hearing in my head. I don't want to work too much out. I'll just write melody.
Right.
I'll just write whatever it is I'm hearing, and then I'll bring that and maybe some chord suggestions to the date or the rehearsal, whatever it is, because again, the music doesn't really become alive until it's played.
For me, the creative process exists a lot in the execution stage. When headphones are on, we're taking a crack at it. I'm trying to, play something that harkens to the tradition, because that's important to me, but also trying to keep something fresh and inspiring for myself and hopefully other people too. So that's always I think a fine line that I'm trying to walk. Striking the right balance between the fresh and the familiar.
The studio is something very interesting too, because when you're in live performance, you go for things and you have all this creativity, you shoot it out there, and sometimes you knock it out of the park, sometimes you don't. When you're out recording, man, it's etched in time. So there's this mindset of like being creative and really getting what you want to capture, so that it can, because once it's pressed, that's the version
for
of
all
it.
eternity.
Yeah, that was preferable. Yeah, that's nice. How was that, Scott?
Great.
Cool. You know what? You should never ask an engineer ever what he thinks, because he will always say it sounds great. Generally.
I could say I wasn't recording.
Oh,
Touche.
Serenity?
It's the name of a boat. I'm not that. It's the name of a boat. It's a sailboat. I swear.
Am I out of a job?
No, John. It's G minor for the whole song. At any problem point, just play a G.
When in doubt, G.
But that's when I'm going to play a B minor.